Hey, what's going on, everybody? C Scott here. Hope you're having a great day. My day is going pretty good so far, despite everything going on in my life. It's okay. I'm at a point where I'm in control and I'm not making sudden movements or quick judgment calls or just stupid decisions, stupid choices, not so great choices, not so great decisions. I'm holding myself accountable for the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm going after and being a part of and being around and uh, accepting. And some days it's hard with things that happen in your life and your own struggles, your own challenges. And I want to talk about some of my struggles and challenges a little bit and start talking about some of the things that I want to talk about. Um, I am adopted. If you haven't seen my videos, you see my mom. That is my mom, but I was adopted. I was my birth mom was on drugs, and I came out. I was born with drugs in my system, and I've never, luckily, thankfully, never done drugs, and never had the urge to do uh, drugs or uh, yeah, never had the urge to do drugs. And I do have, no, there's addictive tendencies like alcoholism. Uh, used to drink a lot, used to drink, and I can see how it's a could lead to other things and could lead you into a different path than what you want to go in and go down. And um, I personally seem to do a lot better when I'm not drinking or drunk or just around people that are drinking or getting drunk. It's just not really my cup of tea, my thing that I like to do all the time, or even just once in a while. I prefer not to, and just not to be in the environment or situation. I'll maybe take a sip here, maybe drink some wine. Um, but it's not very often that I'm consuming alcohol, because it was like a phase, like I did alcohol and uh, liquor, whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't something that I felt like I had to do every day. It's just the people that I were hanging out with or around or exposed to were doing that every day. And once my environment changed, once my where I was at changed, once the people that I was around changed, that wasn't something that I was doing every day. And so it was easier for me to not do it and get in the habit and get used to not um, drinking or consuming alcohol. It wasn't really a problem. It was just something it was becoming a habit. Like long days, drink. Long, frustrating day, drink. Drink. It was just more of a response to what was going on. It's like, it's better for some reason to be drinking or to have alcohol or liquor and kind of run from my problems, cover up my problems, kind of block out the problems instead of just dealing with it or dealing with it another way. Um, so yeah, I was adopted. But before I was adopted, I was also in the foster system, and I was faced abuse, mentally, physically, sexually. Um, it's crazy talking about it. It's crazy saying it and just opening up about it. It's not really something that is commonly talked about or commonly brought out in the open. And I kind of want to start talking about it because I am making some music and I have some songs that involve some things that I went through and how I feel about it and how I'm using those experiences to better myself, to put myself in a happier position where I'm not, it's not easy to, or fun to talk about it, but we can talk about it in an easy or fun way. Um, to where it's more normal, more acceptable, more positively seen or seen in a different light. It's hard. It's hard. Just knowing having the feeling of what you went through as a child, what you went through as a kid, and it's still there. Like, or it can still come out. It can still be brought out and out of you. Um, you can be put in situations where you get that feeling again, even as not just a kid, an adult, or whether I've experienced things in the military that I would have never experienced, and uh, I've experienced things in the military that I experienced as a kid, that I experienced as a teen, that I experienced growing up. There's bullies, there's punks, there's negative people, there's evil people, there's all kinds of bad things, monsters, bad monsters. And it's tough. It's hard to combat them. Not even combat, just approach or to talk to them about it. Like, especially if they don't really see it as a problem, or the people around them don't see it as a problem, or they tolerate it or accept it. Um, it really is a problem. It's really not acceptable, and it shouldn't be tolerated. Um, so I don't really tolerate that type of stuff or those types of things. I've had friends that were abused in their relationships and still stayed there and still allowed it to happen. And every chance I had, every time they needed something or they were stuck or they were in a bad place or just a bad situation, I understood what it felt. I understand what it feels like to be stuck, to have nobody wanting to help you, even if you're in a situation where they want to help or they wish they could help. And I don't know, I guess I just overextend myself sometimes and I just do more than what is asked or what is needed just because I wish somebody would have done more than what I asked or needed for me when I was a kid or even when I was growing up or even sometimes now as an adult. Like, you shouldn't have to experience pain or stress or depression or anxiety because of other people's inactions or other people's actions. Um, we all want to be happy. We all want to live happily. Uh, that's assuming We all do. I'm pretty sure we all do. I'm pretty sure we all have uh, greatness inside of us. It's just bringing out the greatness. It's just bringing out being great over being not so great or being below average or just average or even just good. Everything's good. Well, I want everything to be great. Everything is good right now in my life, but where I'm at, I finally came to a place with myself where everything is. Sorry, it kind of seems like it's dark, getting dark and light on me. I did crack my screen, and I don't know. I'm not sure if it's me or maybe just the sun going out where I'm at. But I can't see myself anymore. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. But yeah, I kind of found my happy place. Like I've always had it, but as you grow, as you get into different comfort zones, get into different environments and surroundings and people you're around or come across or situations, um, sometimes we shell up or sometimes we go and get a new shell or sometimes we are just fine where we are right now and we're willing to anchor down and go through the storm, wait out the storm. We can handle the storm. That's not a problem. We've had bigger storms. We've had worse storms, and everything is going to be okay. Or we could even raise our sails and set sail, go find smoother waters, a different zone, someplace where there's no more storms, and then we can always come back. Um, or even just keep going, keep running from the storms, keep sailing away from the storms because you're either running to something or going to something. That doesn't really make sense. But, well, at least I don't think it makes sense. You're either going to run somewhere or you're going to go somewhere. You can run to and from something, and you can go to or from something. It all depends on how you want to look at it. Sometimes you don't need to do anything. You don't need to go anywhere or run anywhere. You are perfectly fine where you're at, and you're just gonna stay there and grow from there. Not necessarily be stuck there, but just grow. That's what we want to do. We want to grow from our situations, grow from our experiences, and grow from our past. And not talking about being abused or some of the things that I went through or have been through. It's kind of helped me, not helped me grow. It's kind of held me back. It's always been something that's in the back of my mind, a little thought like, nope, don't say nothing. Remember when? No, that's not. No, no, just what if, or it's just brain fog, or you forget, or you just don't think your input or what you're gonna say or have to say is important enough to be heard or to be listened to. And it's definitely a different feeling and a different experience when you're going through something like that or something similar to that at a later point in life.